to be vandalized. Will you let me hold you for a while? Beautiful face with a broken smile. With a broken smile.
With writing Broken Smile, it was a very unique process. I was about 16 years old when I wrote that song. And I was actually, it was my first love. And I didn't even intend for it to be a bash song. I kind of wanted it to be like a love note to the girl at the time. And I think I wrote it, I recorded it, I mean, on a computer program. I showed it to her, and I even used if you listen to the recording, it has like that kind of like fuzzy vocal effect in the beginning. And I remember doing that on the actual computer program. And I had brought it to or I didn't even bring it, I just showed it to the band members at the time, you know, Michael. And they really liked it. You know what I mean? They were putting it on their phones and listening to it. And again, I was kind of surprised because I was just intending it to be for this girl. And of course, you know, she loved it. You know what I mean?
I still remember, like, we had a normal practice, and towards the end, Sebastian brought in the layout of the song, essentially, and we were all pretty excited to jump on it, but it was the end of the day, had to go live our lives. And I think at the time, I was living in Las Cruces or something like that, so it was like an hour-long drive to get back to the band. So they essentially like had their own practices without me, and I was practicing away. And when I came back, the song was already done. I threw a bass line to it, just follow along with the guitar. Real simple song. I mean, it's really heartfelt and strong.
Recording Broken Smile was really fun because, again, like I said, it wasn't intended to be a bash song. And we recorded, it was on the third album, Stop the Angels Cry, with Ken Mary, who was the drummer for House of Lords, Alice Cooper, and we were at Sonic Fish Studios in Phoenix, Arizona. And he offered a lot of production on that album in general. And with Broken Smile, you know, he really helped with the strings and you know, adding some effects and stuff like that. And you know, using that's why I had mentioned earlier that vocal effect that I used at my home recording. You know, he liked that and reused that. And so again, it was really fun. You know what I mean? It's a slower song for us, so it was a little bit easier, you know, on everybody instrumental wise. And what's interesting about recording that song is the bridge, the segment where I say. Clean your tears now, some way, somehow. That hadn't existed yet, and Ken Mary had said, "You know what? We need something there." I think we only had the little guitar solo that, da-na-na-na. So he said, "Do some vocals there." And on the spot in the vocal booth, I just wrote some lyrics down. You know, of course, you know, still pertaining to the soul of the song, and wrote those words, and it led into, you know, the climax of the song.
Like I said before, it's really clean through song. I think I got it in one take, to be honest. We were in Phoenix at the time, young kids, and I remember like each song. I remember like us having to get it on point. Each one, if we messed up, we had to start again, or they would punch us in. But that song, I remember specifically, you're just like they press play, waited for everything to kick in, played everything through, and that was it, real fast.
The video for that song was quite a fun process. We went to an abandoned water treatment facility, and it was a huge place. We did a lot of photo shoots there, but the Broken Smile was the first time we used it. So if you watch the video, you can see that we're all in different layers, and a big shout out to director Chris Jones for having that vision of framing, because I'm on one level, you know what I mean? The drums and guitars are on like another level. Mike's on top of a big tank, and there was no safety, there was no harnesses, no nothing like that. We really, literally took all of our stuff up there in an abandoned facility, so it was a little dangerous. You know what I mean? I don't want to use the word irresponsible, but I think it was worth the video. And it was. I think we had to go back a couple days to get just the right sun, just the right weather, because it was out. I think like in like the tornado part of not that far out, but it was like southern El Paso, and recording it was a lot of fun. We just had a blast out there, and it really set the tone. We had some great actors and actresses. Angel, the actor who plays the drinking father and all that stuff, put on a stellar performance for all the dramatic scenes and stuff. And again, big props to Chris Jones for that ending shot. We used that at one of the cemeteries here in El Paso at the end. And just there was so much emotion aside from the actual performance of us performing the song with some great actors, and it was just it worked out really well, and it's still one of our most popular videos today.
I remember like it wasn't even like a windy day. I just remember, I guess because of the altitude, because we had to climb on top of this building. We were standing on these roofs essentially. It just being like, if you have vertigo, it was a terrible experience for you. But a couple of funny incidents has happened. I'm probably not going to mention them, but it was a good fun time with that video. Just, I mean, obviously a little taxing because we had to take all the equipment up there, bring it back down. Geez, it took a couple hours for, I mean, a 3-minute song, but videos. I'm so impatient. Like I just want to get it done, finish everything, but you got to wait. And there's obviously a process to, doing up the band, getting everything ready. You want to get it perfect. And I probably wouldn't make a good actor. I'm just too antsy about some things, and that's one of them. Is just I feel like I'm losing my day when I'm just standing there essentially waiting.
The reception to Broken Smile, like I said before, has been like super unique and really special because, as I mentioned, it wasn't even supposed to be a bash song. It was this personal thing that I wrote for somebody special to me at the time. And it's also a ballad, and we don't have a lot of ballads, you know what I mean, besides Angel and a couple of others. But so it doesn't really fit in our set, you know what I mean? So when we're playing festivals and tours and these rock shows, we don't necessarily play it, even though it's one of our more popular songs. So we do play it at, longer, drawn-out sets and shows and stuff. And what's really special to me is all the messages I get after all these years. We've had, 2 records since then, and people still, give me compliments and tell me how much this song means to them, that it, got them through hard times. And, I wrote this when I was 16, you know what I mean? Of course, all the songs come from the heart and everything, and it was very special to me, but I had no idea that it would really hit so many of our really hardcore fans. And I shouldn't even say that, it's a very popular song in general. There's a lot of people that aren't necessarily super big Bash fans who love that song, Broken Smile. So the reception is amazing, and I always love talking about it because, like I said, it came directly from my heart, out of pure, love, and just all the support that we got from it is just great.